Hi everyone, today I'm working on my exhaust. It's rusty and some parts are even almost corroded. First things first, let's clean up the mess and give it a good polish. I started with a 400 grit and worked my way up to a final 5000 grit. Now when it comes to swapping out the exhaust, technically it's a straightforward task. The hardest part will be unbolting the rusty nuts. The bolts are sticking out, so I'd recommend using a 15mm long socket. Okay, let's see. No! The nut doesn't seem too bad. I put some penetrating oil on it and let it sit for a day, but no matter how hard I tried, it just wouldn't budge. Well, I know what you're thinking. I ended up resorting to a bit of heat for about 5 minutes, and finally, it loosened up. Turns out it was a serrated nut, which explains why it was so stubborn. Repeat the process on the other side. Once those nuts are taken care of, the rest of the job should be easy. The plate is secured by 6 nuts, so grab your 10mm socket. I left 2 of them in place to keep things steady. Next, it's time to remove the muffler hanger. Again, a 10mm socket will do the work. Let's remove those muffler hanger rubbers. They are held in place by 13mm nuts. It's being said that stainless steel bolts aren't recommended for exhaust systems due to the heat they endure. I'm not entirely sure if this is the right choice, but perhaps it doesn't make much of a difference. Here is the size of the factory gasket. And here is the one I purchased. Now it's time for installation. Just in case you need to reuse the exhaust hanger rubber, here's how I removed it without using exhaust hanger removal pliers. This method may not work for larger knobs, so you might want to try the classic approach. Apply some anti-seize and you're good to go. Check for any leaks, and once everything's tight, you're done. In general, aftermarket exhaust systems tend to produce a louder, boomier sound at idle. The difference is subtle, but the sound definitely changes. Pros and cons. On the positive side, there's a better acceleration when you rev up to 30,000 or above. I can't say for sure how much horsepower I've gained, but I can definitely feel the improved acceleration. Plus, the sound is much better when you crank it up. It gives me more of that go-kart feeling. One downside is a loss of torque at lower speeds. Some people argue it's minimal and barely noticeable, but I'm driving this car on the same road for over 20 years. I swear there's a noticeable dip in low-end torque. Exhaust system won't last forever. Eventually, you'll need to fix or replace them. Well, hope you enjoyed it. Have a nice ride and bye for now. Sayonara.